Yeah. Right. YouTube Studio. Awaken. Oh yeah. All right. What's going on, everybody? So you can already tell. So a little different. Huh. Yeah. New StreamYard this week. Why? I got my big main computer back in over a week. Oh boy, it feels good to be back on the big thing again. Feels weird. Yep. Logged into it for the first time in over a week today. And yeah, it felt weird because I was on this baby right here. This little sucker. Yeah, this thing I had to rely on to put out content. Well, the ginormous computer was getting looked at because it was rebelling against me. I didn't get a notification. Well, gee, Jacob, I wonder why. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my week 8 picks for the Stephen Rose and Yinzermack tournaments. I know you guys are probably thinking, yo, I didn't get a notification because YouTube has this thing where you have to post like 3 videos in like a some 24-hour period. After a certain time, it just stops sending notifications out. But yeah, for those keeping track today, 3 videos posted by me. So I literally got the main computer back and I got right back to cooking out content. Yeah, it's time for my week 8 picks. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these things at all. Because let's be serious here, I'm not trying to be up until no freaking 3 a.m. So I'm going to fly through these things a little bit. I think it really helps too that there's some bye weeks that we have. Everyone loves a good old bye week, right? Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm just waiting for NFL.com or whatever to pop up, but now it wants to take forever, which is weird. It's weird how like the sites ain't trying to pop up. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna start cooking up here real quickly here. Let me pull up the locations. Location. Can't believe it's already week 8. But yeah, we're here for it. So Thursday night football, technically, for anyone out here on the East Coast, that's tomorrow. Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Oh, well, Baker versus Josh Allen. Those two have faced off once, twice, something like that. I know they faced off early in their careers when Buffalo came to Cleveland and we beat them. That was before Buffalo actually got good. Yeah. That was before Buffalo actually became a good team. So let me do this because apparently the link does not want to work for me. So weird. Like it just does not want to load up. Even like, okay, there we go. Week 8 schedule. All right. It's been struggling a little bit today. Okay, here we go. All right, so the ESPN thing, we gotta wait for ESPN to show up. But like I said, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on each matchup. It really helps that we do have some bye weeks. Looks like I'm going to a Cavs game in November. Cool. Of course, they're gonna go against Golden State. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Freaking hope Kerr doesn't rest their starters. I don't know. Depends on if they're on a back to back or not. But with that being said, let's do this one more thing and then we can get to these games here. So, starting us off technically tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, we got the Buffalo Bills hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I just love how everything wants to be so slow today. It's almost like Should I legit like put on like Google Chrome or something? Because it is not wanting to wake up for me right now. Oh, well, let's take a look at what these two teams did. Honestly, I might just use ESPN because the NFL Network is on some Paco right. Oh, now it wants to show up. I accuse it of being on some hallucinogenic narcotics, and it shows up. So we got the 3-3 Buccaneers and the 4-3 Bills. And let's take a look at their matchups last week here, week 7. Last week, Buffalo lost to the Patriots, which cost me the Eliminator Challenge for the Sports Fury. Thanks a lot, Buffalo. I actually thought they were going to win the game. They let the Patriots go right on down the field and score at the very end of the game to win. Freaking Buffalo. Not even serious, man. I mean, Tampa Bay, they're an interesting team because you look at their schedule, like they've looked good at times, but sometimes they look like ass. Now, Josh Allen, 27 of 41, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Threw one interception. Got sacked 1 time. Had a QBR of 69.1. Nice. On the ground, 24 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown from Josh Allen, who had 7 of 17. James Cook, 13 carries, 56 yards. Latavius Murray, 4 carries, 8 yards. Whoa. Through the air, though, yeah, they went to work through the air. 27 receptions, 265 yards, 2 tutties. One from Stephon Diggs and one from James Cook. James Cook is a dog, though, for real. Man. Dawson Knox and those other guys, like Gabe Davis. What happened to him? 1 target? Oh no, 5 targets, 1 catch for 6 yards last week. Dalton Kincaid, of all people, led the way receiving wise. Diggs, six catches, 58 yards. James Cook, 3 for 46. Okay. Defensively, only 1 sack on Mac Jones from Jordan Poyer, of all people, of course. Yeah, they're facing Tampa Bay, and Tampa lost to Atlanta. I mean, I can't trust the Bucks. Baker, 27 of 42, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 275 yards, got sacked 3 times. 20 carries, 73 yards combined from their running backs, mostly from Rachaad White, who had 13 carries, 34 yards. Baker had 3 runs for 32 yards himself. And then through the air, 27 receptions, 275 yards, and a touchdown from Mike Evans. Evans and Godwin and Rachaad White all had 6 receptions apiece. So yeah, if you're Buffalo, you gotta try to stop Evans and Godwin. I mean, you get to Baker, you can rough him up. I mean, coming from a Browns fan, he used to be my quarterback. You get in his head a little bit, you sack him a few times, that clock in his head starts speeding up. He'll throw you a bone or two. He will. It's the way he is. You rough him up a bit, you start whacking him, get pressure on him, and his mental clock will start speeding up, and he'll get happy feet. And when you got him, you got him right where you want him when he's got those happy feet going. He starts like jittering around and he'll make unnecessary throws. Yeah, he really will. And I'm sure Bucks fans are pissed at him every once in a while. I mean, like we were. And Panthers fans and Rams fans. He can agitate you if he sucks. Now, you look at this game overall. I think everyone knows who I'm probably going to roll with, and it's not the Bucks. The Bills were very unserious last week. They're going to want to come out here and show out on Thursday night. Give me the Buffalo Bills, or should I say, the Buffalo Bills. Shut up, Rocha. What jersey are you wearing for the game tomorrow? I have no idea. Yeah, I picked Buffalo in Eliminator. So I thought they would be serious against New England, but no, of course not. I just don't want to be serious when I pick them. No. Buffalo is favored by 8.5, according to Caesar's Sportsbook. Yeah, give me the Bills all day long. They should smack the Bucks. If the Bucks keep this close, you never know. But yeah, the Bills should take care of business in this one. All right, moving on to Sunday games. So yeah, give me Buffalo. Sunday games, 1 o'clock slate. 3-3 Texans, 0-6 Panthers, who are coming off a bye. So you look at the Texans last week. Let's see how they did, because I honestly didn't really pay attention to their game. Oh, they had a bye too. Ooh, this is going to be one of those fun ones. I don't even have to look back at what they did last week because they were both on a bye. They're both coming in well rested. Panthers are trying to get their first win of the season. Texans, they've looked really good. Not even gonna lie, they look good. CJ Stroud threw what, a pick against the Saints, first pick of the year of his career. He's looked fantastic. Yep. Houston's favored by 3 on the road. You know, I know quite a few Panther fans on here. Shout out to J Dub and CPG, T Money, all the other Panther fans that I follow that may be watching this right now. These days, you're gonna win a game, but unfortunately, it's not gonna be this week. I got the Texans going into Bank of America Stadium, and they're gonna be cashing that check. They're gonna be getting that bag, big time. Yep, they are gonna go out there and they are going to take care of business. Could this possibly be, Brian Burns' last game as a Panther? I don't think so. I think he'll be back. Now, Dante Jackson, maybe Jeremy Chin, Terrace Marshall, DJ Chark, Miles Sanders. Those guys, they might be on their way out. Never know. That could be their final game. Because of course the trade deadline is literally 2 days after that game. So, same thing could easily go for I'm not gonna say Tampa or Buffalo, because I don't think they're in the position to really trade away anybody. But yeah, Carolina, this could be the game where some of those players go out there knowing that they could definitely, turn some heads and maybe get the attention of another team who might want to trade for him, right? So, like, if you see Dante Jackson go out there and ball the hell out, you probably know why. His agent probably says, "Hey, yo, Dante," or whoever, "there's a team out there eyeing you. You know what to do. Go out there and ball the hell out." Never know. But yeah, in this game, I'm going Houston. Curious. How many games do the Panthers have that are actually winnable? I'll look for you real quick. By the way, calling this game while that loads up, we got Brandon Gaudin and Robert Smith. Okay, so it's not a bad crew. So after this game, Colts, that'll be tough. We saw how good they can be. The Bears, is Justin Fields going to be back? Right? They should be able to win. That game's going to be on prime time too. Oh my god. No way this game's on prime time. It's November 9th. Thursday night football. Okay, so prime. All right. All right, cool. Wait a minute. The Bears have 2 Thursday night games? I think the Commanders on Thursday night too. Whatever. But yeah, then they got the Cowboys, Titans, Bucks, Saints, Falcons, Packers, Jags, Bucks. Oh god. Panther fans, if you're watching this right now, you really only have maybe 2 or 3 chances at a win. One of them is the Bears. You might be able to catch the Colts off guard. Maybe the Titans. Possibly the Bucks or the Saints. You could beat any of those teams. Falcons, you could beat them too. Uh huh. You could. But there's not too many chances for you guys right now. Especially if you guys got your roster, right? By next week. We'll see who's still around by this time next week. There could be some players packing their bags. But yeah, I'm gonna go Houston to take down the Panthers, and probably the easiest pick of the week, to be fair. But yeah, give me the Texans over the Panthers. All right, moving on. We got ourselves a juicy one. 3-4 LA Rams versus the 4-2 Cowboys. The Rams literally came 1 yard short of possibly taking down the Steelers because that 1 yard separated them from getting a stop and, of course, that first down, which they eventually did rule a first down. And I don't know if I mentioned this or if you didn't hear it. Houston favored by 3 over the Panthers. Now for LA, Dallas favored by 6.5. And you look at what happened last week. Obviously, Dallas, another team coming off a bye. And they're facing off against a Rams team that, like I said, lost to the Steelers by that much. And I know a lot of Rams fans thought they probably could have won that game. Yep. Matthew Stafford in that game, 14 of 29, 231 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 bad pick, 2 sacks. 31 carries, though, 135 yards on the ground. Royce Freeman and Darrell Henderson Jr., two new faces, showed up and ran all over Pittsburgh, man. Imagine being a Steelers fan, all right? You let two guys who really even been there a long time. I mean, Darrell's been there for a minute, but he just got back pretty much. He was a free agent, I think, for the longest time. Royce Freeman literally just popped in the door and ran all over you. Like, damn. Yo. Like, they're not even fully moved into their new crib yet, and they're running all over you. But, I mean, if you're a Steelers fan, are you really surprised? For real. But yeah, I mean, they ran all over them, and Darrell Henderson had a touchdown through the air, 14 receptions, 231 yards, and a touchdown from Tutu Atwell, who had 1 catch for 31 yards. Puka, 8 receptions. I didn't even notice the stat. 8 receptions, 154 yards. I did not even know he did that like that. Whoever was guarding Puka, hooked. He got Puka by Puka. I mean, it wasn't even Tutu, it was Puka. Oh, Puka, da Kuka. Oh, okay, that's wrong. Puka, okay, wow. 154 yards on 8 receptions for Puka, and he didn't even score. Wow. So yeah, Dallas, they're going to have their hands full, I think, containing Puka and Tutu and Cooper Kupp. Cooper only had 2 receptions for 29 yards. Wow. It's crazy. But yeah, I think Dallas is probably going to win this game. Dallas is just so well equipped. I think Land and all them, they're going to be able to handle the receiving core. And let's be serious here. The Rams' offensive line really isn't bad. It's not great. And they got to face a very solid Cowboys pass rush. Yeah. Yeah. Demarcus Lawrence and company, Micah Parsons, they're going to be going after old Matthew Stafford. I almost said Sam Bradford again. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know why. I mean, I know Bradford played for the Rams, but that was like ages ago. The dude's been out of the league for already what, 7 years? It feels like God. It's already been 7 years. Damn. Wow. But yeah, defensively, the Rams did get 2 sacks, both from Michael Hecht. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a fun game, but I gotta go Dallas. I gotta roll with them boys. Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson on the call. Okay, so they got a fun crew to call the game. Burkhardt and Olson are always a fun duo to hear call games, especially Greg Olson, because of course he played the game. Yeah, Burkhardt and Olson calling the game. Should be a fun one. And like I mentioned earlier, though, yeah, Cowboys favored. Not surprising. I'm a little surprised though at the the line. Let me pull it back up here just in case. Yeah, the betting line is 6.5 for Dallas. I thought it would have been a little lower, but okay. Yep, Dallas favored by 6.5 over the Rams. Uh, Moving on. So yeah, give me the Cowboys. Moving on, we got a battle for the I said the AFC, NFC North. 3-4 Vikings coming off a very impressive win over the Niners, and the Packers who come in at 2-4, losing to the Broncos. Yeah, Jordan Addison is damn good. Let me just say that already. Addison's really good. And by the way, the line is actually even. Too close to call. You look at how the Vikings did on Monday night with no Jay Jet against a pissed off Niners team. Cousins threw the ball 45 times, completed 35 passes for 378 yards. Huh? Well, I mean, when you throw the ball 45 times, I mean, you're going to probably have a high number like that, right? And the Niners did not sack him once. Saw a freaking tweet today comparing Nick Bosa's stats to Obo of the Browns. They have the same stats. And Obo is being paid way less, right? Like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, 378 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for Cousins. Did not get sacked. 21 carries, 74 yards for the Minnesota running backs. Cam Akers literally again just said, "Oh look, it's the Niners. Let me just run all over these guys real quick." He was running with a purpose for a while there. Alex Madison, 8 carries, 39 yards for him. Brandon Powell had 1 for 5. Whoop de do. Through the air, 35 receptions, 378 yards, mostly from Jordan Addison, who had 2 tutties against the Niners secondary. 7 receptions, 123 yards in total for him. TJ Hockenson cooked them as well. 11 receptions, 86 yards. Brandon Powell had 4 for 64. Osborne, Akers, Chandler, Tristan Jackson, Josh Oliver, and Alex Madison all got involved as well. But it was pretty clear it was the Hockenson and Addison show because as their name at the end of their name, it says son. Well, they were sunning the crap out of the Niners. Yeah, the Niners were just getting cooked by Addison, bro. My God, letting a rookie cook you like that. Steve Wilks, you are unserious, my dude. You are unserious. I remember when he was our DC. Ugh. I don't remember. Make me want to vomit. His ass. Is he as bad as Joe Woods? That name will not be mentioned on this stream. They're both as bad. Was good, Quan Dale. But yeah, overall, this could be a fun game. Packers, of course, lost to the Broncos. But yeah, Minnesota did get a sack on Brock Purdy from Danielle Hunter, who could very well be traded before next week. It would take a lot to get him, but I could see him getting traded, possibly. We'll see, though. We'll see. Um, but yeah, we'll see how Green Bay does. You know, it's a divisional game. Anything can happen. Packers lost by 2 to the damn Broncos. And you look at how the Packers did in this game. As soon as it wants to pop up, here we go. So Jordan Love, 21 of 31, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Did not get sacked. And on the ground, 29 carries, 137 yards combined, mostly from A.J. Dillon, who had 15 for 61. They did not score on the ground. Through the air, yeah, it was, there was a lot of people involved, but they didn't really do much, to be fair. 22 receptions, 194 yards, one touchdown from Dobbs, and one from Jaden Reed, who I think caught a ball that was deflected off of another receiver. Yeah. AJ Dillon led the way, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Dobbs had 2 for 30. Musgrave had 4 for 30. So yeah, I mean, as a unit, they did good, but not one person cooked like we saw with Tutu Atwell for the Rams. They're gonna have their hand. They're gonna. It's gonna be a tough game because that Viking defense, they they went out there and they did pretty good against the Niner offense. Although they did miss Debo. Yeah, not having Debo really hurt for them, and of course no Trent Williams and a hobbled Christian McCaffrey, who still scored by the way. But you look at this matchup here, and I think I know exactly who I'm rolling with. I'm gonna go with the mighty Vikings to take down the Packers. By the way, Packers got a sack from Preston Smith. I think this could be one of those classic Packer Viking games, very close to the bitter end, and somebody's gonna do something stupid, and that's gonna be the deciding factor. Not to mention, I trust Kirk Cousins way more than Jordan Love. Yeah, I can't trust Jordan Love. He hasn't shown me much of anything right now. Change though. He could take off at some point, but you're running out of time, kid. What you got? But yeah, betting line is even for this game. But like I said, I'm gonna go Vikings on the road, going to Lambeau and getting that dub. Nobody's really scared of Lambeau anymore. The Lions went in there and beat them. I think the Vikings do the same here. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Hornheads, or I guess the Horn people, the people eaters. Yeah, give me the Vikings. All right, moving on. We got, oh boy, 3-4 Saints and 3-4 Colts. We saw what the Colts did to us, right? In case you didn't watch that game, I'm gonna go through the stats here. I'm probably gonna want to vomit, but they actually did really well against a very good secondary that played a very bad game. They had their off game. Minshew, 15 of 23, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 bad interception that Denzel Ward picked off. He got sacked 4 times, twice by Myles Garrett, of course. On the ground, 40 carries for 168 yards and 3 touchdowns, 2 of which came from Gardner Minshew, one from Jonathan Taylor, who had 18 for 75. Minshew had 3 for 29. Zach Moss had 18 for 57. And then through the air, 15 receptions, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns from Josh Downs and Michael Pittman Jr. Josh Downs had 5 receptions, 125 yards. Pittman had 2 for 83. Pierce, 3 for 53. And Jonathan Taylor had 3 for 45. Those guys did all the damage. And they did get 2 sacks on PJ Walker, 1.5 from Kenny Moore, and a half a sack from Deo Odeyingbo. Of course, the Saints, they're coming off a loss to the Jaguars on Thursday night. So I know that loss has been marinating in their heads for the week. In fact, Chris Olave, he got arrested because he was speeding in a 35-mile-per-hour zone for some reason. But Derek Carr, 35. This dude threw the ball 55 times. Bro. 33 of 55, 301 yards, one touchdown, one pick for Derek Carr. They got all the way to the red zone looking to tie the game against the Jags, and they did what Kevin Stefanski did. And they threw the ball like almost every time in the red zone, near the end zone. And at least Kevin had the wherewithal, the awareness to run the ball at the one. He didn't just keep throwing it. Derek Carr, he had Foster Moreau wide open in the back of the end zone, and Foster like off the hands. You know, that's been living in his head for the week. Feel bad for that guy. He probably got insane amounts of slander from the fan base too. I know he did. Yep. If he had social media, I'm sure he probably just turned off his phone for the week. Ugh. Now on the ground, 17 carries, 62 yards for Alvin Kamara. That was pretty much all they did on the ground. Nobody else really did anything, to be fair. Taysom Hill did have a touchdown on the ground. 5 carries, 18 yards, but he had a touchdown. Receiving 33 receptions, 301 yards, and a touchdown from Michael Thomas, who had 3 for 42. Alvin Kamara led the way through the air, 12 receptions, 91 yards. Olave had 7 for 57. And yeah, those two really did most of the damage besides Taysom Hill. And then Michael Thomas, like I said, had a touchdown. Defensively, no sacks against Jacksonville. And now they got to face a pretty solid Colts front that just got abused by Myles Garrett. So, you know, the Colts offense is going to look to continue their, hot ways. But, that offensive line probably got scolded hard for just getting sunned by Myles. There was a play in that game against us where Myles literally had a tight end and the right tackle Freeland against him. This was on that strip sack in the end zone. Myles literally ran past the tight end and the right tackle with virtually no resistance. Not a single hand was essentially placed on Myles. No shoulder bump, no chip move. No, he just went right around him like they were standing still. No, I mean, Cameron Jordan is probably one of the better pieces on the, you know, defensive front for the Saints. But yeah, we'll see if Braden Smith is back for the Colts this week. But yeah, I think I trust Gardner Minshew more than Derek Carr nowadays. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with the Colts to take down the Saints. Yeah, give me Indy at home to beat the Saints, and they're gonna go to 4-4 on the year. That'll be a fun game to keep an eye on. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering what's the line for this game. Indy by 1, believe it or not. Yeah, Indy by 1. Over under 43.5. Wow. That's crazy. This could be a high scoring game. But I got the Colts winning. I just don't trust Derek Carr. He stinks. But yeah, give me Indy. And then calling this wonderful game will be Kevin Kugler and Mark Sanchez. By the way, Minnesota Green Bay will have Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma on the call. All right, so moving on. What do we got? All right, we got got the 2-5 Patriots and the 5-2 Dolphins. I'm not going to spend a lot on this game. Patriots actually beat the Bills last week, and the Dolphins lost to the Eagles in prime time on Sunday night. And yeah, I think this one's rather easy. I'm going to go Dolphins to win. Miami by 9.5, over under 47 points. Calling this wonderful game is Spiro Dides and Adam Archuleta. I'm not going to spend much time on this game. I mean, Tua and company are going to hook that Patriots defense, I feel like. Yeah. Give me the Dolphins. Not going to talk about this game. Are you kidding me? All right, moving on. We got the final batch of 1 o'clock games. We got a Battle of New York, guys. The MetLife Bowl. Yay. Zach Wilson versus Tyrod Taylor. Isn't that funny? Before the season, we were like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers versus Daniel Jones. Fast forward to week 8, and it's going to be Zach Wilson versus Tyrod Taylor. Oh, God. Oh, man. Can't wait to see the freaking viewership map for this game. It's going to be like just a little bit of New York. That's really it, because nobody else is going to want to watch this game. It's not Rodgers versus Jones. It's literally ass. Giants low key stink, and the Jets are mid. Good roster. Quarterback kind of is mid though. He ain't good. He ain't like that. Calling this game will be Andrew Catalon, Tiki Barber, and Matt Ryan. Thing line for the MetLife Bowl: Jets by 3, over under 36.5. We're gonna take a look and see how each team did last week. Why didn't you do Dolphins and Patriots? Because I'm not even gonna dive in that game. It's gonna be all Dolphins. I feel like the Dolphins' offense is really damn good, and not the Jets. What am I talking about? My God, Patriots are just. I can't trust them. And yeah, they beat the Bills, but the Bills are notorious for going unserious at random times. They got very unserious last week, and that pissed me off. So it's typical, Patriots are probably going to have a little bit of a letdown against a very high powered offense in Miami. Yeah. But the Giants last week actually did something they haven't done too much of. They won to 2-5. And they're another team that might be sending some pieces away before next week's deadline. Tyrod Taylor, 18 of 29, 2 touchdowns, no picks, threw for 279 yards. Impressive. Got sacked 4 times, though. Ugh. And now you get to face a very good Jets defense. Yeah, half 1 for 3. Yeah, nobody else really did anything. Defensively, 6 sacks. Man, they abused Sam Howell. My God. Dexter Lawrence had 2. 1 for Jason Pinnock. Micah McFadden had a half a sack. Kayvon Thibodeau had a 1.5. And 1 for Leonard Williams, who, if you watched my video from a little while ago, talk about 5 trade targets. Spoiler alert, Leo's in that video. He's one of my outrageous trade targets that if the Browns went after him, it would set this fan base ablaze on social media. Yep. It would also show us that Andrew Berry is serious about this defense. Yeah. Make it even more overpowered. Oh, man. But yeah, they're facing a very good Jets defense, right? And this is a fun game. Shouldn't be boring. And of course, the Jets are coming off a bye, so they're going to be well rested. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, so they're going to be ready to go. And I'm going to go Jets to beat the Giants, and they're going to continue to kind of lurk around there in the AFC East. They're going to be 4-3 on the year, and we'll see what they do before next week. Because, of course, after this game's done, they have 2 days for the deadline. Maybe they win. Maybe they make a small move to add some depth. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to go Jets over the Giants. And again, calling this game will be Catalon, Barber, and Ryan. Interesting. And then, as I mentioned just a minute ago as well, betting line Jets by 3, over under 36.5. But yeah, give me the Jets to beat the Giants in the MetLife Bowl. Next, we got the 5-2 Jaguars going to Acrisure to face the Steelers. These two teams, they've met quite a few times. And for some reason, the Jaguars have always had the Steelers' number. I remember 2017 specifically. The Jags went into Pittsburgh twice and they beat them twice, especially in the playoffs. Or was it 16 or 17 when they did that? It was almost at the very tail end of Big Ben's career. That was crazy. I think it was 2016. I'm pretty sure. I'm not really. Doesn't really matter to me at this point. Now the Jaguars again coming off a very impressive win, although it got unnecessarily close at the end there. Jaguars fans, I'm sure, were biting their nails because they were doing really well, and then all of a sudden they just let off the gas, and the Saints took advantage and stormed back into the game and almost took it away from the Jaguars. I mean, you look at how they did in this game. Trevor Lawrence seemed like he had a solid game. 20 of 29. Yeah, very efficient. 204 yards on a touchdown. Did not get sacked. 26 carries, 113 yards on the ground from Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. And then through the air, 21, 217 and a touchdown overall. Six catches, 90 yards and a touchdown for Christian Kirk. Good showing out of Kirk. Really continuing to show that he is indeed worth the money. Because I know a lot of people were criticizing the Jaguars for giving him that dough, because that contract reset the receiver market. I'll never forget that. After that contract was signed, it's like, well, these receivers are going to be asking for a lot more now. And sure enough, Evan Engram has even looked good. 5 receptions, 45 yards for him. Agnew, Etienne were the only other guys that really contributed really anything. Kevin Ridley had a catch for 5 yards, too. Defensively, 1 sack from Dewan Smoot. And of course, we know the Steelers' offense is absolutely garbage. So as long as the Jaguars' offense has a pulse, they should win this game. I mean, let's be serious here. The Steelers' offense is so beyond unserious. 17 of 25, 230 yards for Pickett. On the ground, 29, 86, and 3 touchdowns from Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, and Kenny Pickett. Wait, Kenny Pickett, 8 carries for 0 yards and a touchdown. Okay. Najee and Warren went crazy, though. 14 carries, 53 yards and a touchdown from Harris. Warren, 632 and a touchdown for Warren. Yeah, they did really well. Through the air, George Pickens continues to hook everybody he faces. 5 receptions, 107 yards. Deontay Johnson, 5 for 79. Connor Hayward, 2 for 23. Yeah. Have their hands full with that Jaguar defense, though. That Jaguar defense is very underrated. Very good. Oh, yeah. Especially up front. Josh Allen going to be living in that backfield, I feel like, because take it from me, a Browns fan, that offensive line ain't like that. No. The Steelers' O-line ain't like that. Larry Ogunjobi and Nick Herbig got the only 2 sacks of the night, of the day, too. So TJ Watt, only had 1 tackle. Was told he's better than Miles, right? Right? Oh, yeah, TJ Watt's better than Miles. How Steelers fans felt, watching that Browns game. Watching Miles just absolutely wreak havoc against the Colts. And then TJ Watt was a no-show, pretty much against the Rams. The Rams, mind you. Uncles freaking abused the Rams offensive line. TJ Watt, where he at though? Right? That's crazy, isn't it? It's gonna be interesting to see if he has one of those retribution games against the Jaguars. Yeah, I think you look at this one. I think this would be a very competitive game. I think the Steelers can keep it close as long as, Matt Canada wants to be a serious OC. But if the Jaguars can, contain that offense, they should have no problem. They really shouldn't have a problem for the most part. Looking at the betting line for this wonderful matchup, that loads up. Calling this game will be Ian Eagle and Charles Davis. Betting line, Jacksonville by 2.5, over under 42. Yeah. By the way, it's in Pittsburgh in case you didn't know. Check the chat real quick. Need Levert and Spider Mobley to go off for fantasy. Of course you do. Do you think we kill the Nets? No, I think it'll be close. watching this game on my phone. What's up, Eddie? Can't wait for Sunday. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars to take down the Steelers, and they're gonna go to 6-2, and they're gonna really enforce themselves in that division. They may start pulling away because that division, besides them, and I guess the Colts too, and the Texans, it's gonna really be the Jags, Colts, and Texans fighting for that division because the Titans are ass. Which I know Jags fans, especially my guy Jaganoff, he is really enjoying that. He hates Tennessee. He hates the Titans. Trashville. He wants the Titans to blow it all up. Bet you if Jaganoff, shout out to you, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, if he watched the video I did, when I was talking about the 5 trade targets at the beginning, I was talking about Tennessee blowing it up. I'm sure he'd be like, yes, do it, blow it up, please. I need you to blow it up. I want to laugh at you. They might. Who knows? Yeah, speaking of Trashville, they got to face the Falcons. But yeah, we're getting close to 3 a.m., so I'm going to speed this up a little bit here, guys. So, Trashville versus the Falcons. By the way, the Titans are wearing their Houston uniforms, the Oiler unis, for some reason. And yeah, they still suck. I'm going to go Falcons to beat the Titans. I think Bijan Robinson has a really good game, and Desmond Ridder actually shows that he is a decent quarterback. And I think this loss would cause the Titans to kind of sell off some more pieces. Bayard's already gone. He got the hell out of there. He's now in Philly. I'll be getting to them in a minute. But yeah, betting line for this game is Atlanta by 2.5, over under 36.5. I'm gonna go Atlanta on the road. Atlanta's looked decent for the most part, and we'll see if Bijan plays a little bit. He didn't do much last week, and I guess because they said he had a little bit of a cold, like he was under the weather, and the Falcons didn't really report it. So we'll see what develops out of that. But I'm gonna go Falcons to take down the Titans, and they're gonna go to 5-3 on the year. Give me the ATL, Dirty Birds. All right, moving on. We got the 6-1 Eagles and the 3-4 Commanders. Commanders lost to the Giants. Eagles took care of the Dolphins on Monday night. I'm sorry, Sunday night. Get my days mixed up. You can tell it's getting late. My brain is ready to turn off for the night. But yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles to beat the Commanders. Pretty easy pick right there. Let's be serious, right? Let's be serious, ladies and gentlemen. This should be an easy pick. Yeah. All in Atlanta, Tennessee will be Beth Mowins, James Lofton, and Jay Feely. Yuck. The greatest crew. Beth Mowins isn't bad, but she's not bad, but we all know Doris Burke is the GOAT female commentator. She's a legend. And if you don't believe that, well, you're wrong. Dude, Doris Burke is the GOAT. The GOAT. The female GOAT of commentary when it comes to female sports and stuff. She's fun. Burke, she has a little bit of a swag to her. Beth Mowins isn't bad, but she just that vibe. Just I don't know about it. Just doesn't. It just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wish Doris could do some freaking football games. That'd be fun. But she does basketball. That's her thing. It brings out energy. Yeah. Being sexist. I'm not being sexist at all. I mean, Beth is doing her thing. But we don't know Doris Burke is the female goat of commentary. Come on now. Come on now. She's a legend. She's an absolute legend. But yeah, Eagles and Commanders. Already know. I'm going Eagles. Easy pick. Not even going to go through everything. Give me the birds. Chris Myers and Mark Schlereth on the call. Yeah, give me them birds. And betting line Philly by 6.5, over under 43.5. The Eagles have had the Commanders' number over the years. As long as their offense wakes up serious, I think they take care of the Commanders. Yep. They're going to beat the tar out of the Commanders. They're going to go to 7-1 on the year. And yeah, they're going to continue to put a stranglehold on that division. Although I should say that them and the Cowboys are going to put a stranglehold on that division. And those two are going to continue to just get further and further ahead of everybody else. The Eagles are just truly in the upper echelon of the NFC, without a doubt. As long as they stay healthy, we know Howie Roseman, right? Howie Roseman is probably going to make a couple more moves. I could see him doing it. I don't know what he'll get, but he got Kevin Byard out of nowhere because for some reason Tennessee just loves giving their pieces to Philly. AJ Brown and now Kevin Byard, and I don't think he's done. We'll see what else he cooks up. But yeah, give me the Birds over the Commanders. All right, moving on. We got the 4 o'clock slate of games. Starting off with my 4-2 Browns facing the 4-2 Seahawks. Now, of course, we're going to go in depth with this one. Um, Browns, of course, escaped with their lives for the second week in a row, beating the Colts 39-38. Yeah, how about that? We scored 39 points with PJ Walker at quarterback. And our quarterback and our offense really did nothing for the most part, besides the running game. 21 of our 39 points were on the ground. Kareem Hunt, 10 of 31, 10 carries, 31 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. Jerome Ford had that big ass touchdown run at the beginning of the game, and he didn't do much after that. 11 carries, 74 yards. So if you're keeping track, he had 1 carry for 69. Nice. After that, 10 carries for 5 yards. If you watch that stream I did, if you watch my game stream, I always talked about we'd go forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. We couldn't really string together multiple positive run plays. We'd go forward 2, back 4, forward 3, back 2, forward 1, back 3. We were literally doing the ha, 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 ha. Can't do that. Especially against against any team, really. I don't really know much about the Seattle Seahawks front, though. I know they just lost their best pass rusher, Nwosu, for the year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle made a move before the deadline, although they might just focus on free agency, like Frank Clark or something. Bring back Frank Clark. But yeah, PJ Walker, 15 of 32, 178 yards, 1 interception. Deshaun Watson got hurt. He only had 1 completion for 5 yards. 1 for 5 yards and a pick. Through the air, Elijah Moore, 4 for 59. David Njoku, 5 for 54. Amari Cooper, 2 for 22. Same with DPJ. Jerome Ford, 2 for 20. Goodwin had 1 for 6. And Hunt and Bryant didn't do anything. They had 1 target apiece, no catches. But the defense is what kept us in this game, without a doubt. Miles had 2 sacks, 1 from Zadarius Smith and 1 from Jordan Elliott. We also had 5 QB hits as well. So that's good. That's cool. But yeah, I think, and Denzel Ward had a pick, like I said. And Dustin Hopkins was automatic. Yeah, from long range. You look at the Seahawks. Again, they beat the Cardinals last week. Pretty impressive. 20-10. Geno, 18 of 24, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked twice. On the ground, Kenneth Walker, 26 for 105. Geno had 6 for 10. So it was a heavy Kenneth Walker run day for them. Through the air, Jackson Smith and Jake Buff, 4 for 63 and a touchdown. Jake Bobo, 4 for 61 and a touchdown. Lockett at 4 for 38. No DK. I don't know why I was trying to say something else. I was like thinking DJ for some reason. Yeah, no DK Metcalf. Colby Parkinson, Noah Fant, Kenneth Walker, and DJ Dallas all got featured too. Defensively, they had 4 sacks. Half a sack from Jordan Brooks, one from Boya Mafe, 1.5 from Daryl Taylor, and one from Jarran Reed. So our offensive line is going to have their hands full. But theirs will too. Myles Garrett, Za'Darius, Shelby Harris, who they know, Delvin Tomlinson and company. Gino's going to have to be keeping his eyes open because he's going to have some hunters coming after him. That's for sure. But yeah, you look at the betting line for this game as soon as I pull it up. By the way, while I'm pulling that up, Adam Amin and Daryl Johnston will be calling this game. All right, what else? Am I missing anything? Nope. All right. So while I'm pulling that up, yeah, that's from last week. Let's pull up this week. All right, so Seattle but favored by 3, which is the standard for a home team. Over under 39 and a half. This should be a fun game. We'll see what happens at quarterback though, because yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if PJ Walker starts again. See though, should be an interesting week. But yeah, Adam Amin and Daryl Johnston will be on the call. This is a late game, so we're playing at 4 o'clock. So I gotta wait almost the whole day for this game. Yay! Wow, awesome. It's a 4:05. But yeah, I'm gonna go Browns to squeak it out here, and they're gonna go and win 3 straight games. I could see the Browns definitely taking it here. But yeah, give me the Browns to win it on the road. Next, we got the 5-2 Ravens and 1-6 Cardinals. You already know. I'm gonna go Ravens. Easy pick. Give me the Purple Birds. Calling this game, Chris Lewis and Ross Tucker. Chris Lewis. Chris Lewis. Who the heck is that? Like for real, who the heck is that? I've heard of Ross Tucker, but Chris Lewis. Did they just pick someone from like another sport? I've never seen him call a game before. The thing for this game, Baltimore by 8.5, over under 44. Yeah, give me the Ravens. We saw what they did to the Lions. They're gonna smash the freaking Cardinals. Yeah, give me the Purple Birds in this bird fight. All right, moving on. Oh God, we got the 6-1 Chiefs, 2-5 Broncos. Another easy one. Give me the Chiefs. Yeah, give me the give me the Chiefs to win. Chiefs favored by 8. 46 is the over under. Yeah, give me Kansas City. Calling this game, Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. And then we get a juicy one. 3-3 Bungles going to San Francisco to face the 5-2 Niners. Niners have lost 2 straight games. Brock Purdy hasn't looked great in the last 2 weeks. Bengals coming off the bye. You know, they're going to be licking their chops trying to get after the Niners, taking advantage of the situation. Are they gonna have Debo back? We'll see. But they're gonna have their hands full trying to deal with McCaffrey and company. And of course, you already know who I'm rolling with in this game. I'm not gonna look at the stats because you guys can do that yourself here. I gotta end this thing, man. I'm going another long one. I'm going over an hour. What's up, J Dub? The next games for you guys: Seattle, Cardinals, Ravens, and then you. Yep. Rangers in the World Series. Yeah. Prediction for the game tomorrow: Cavs win. You'll be at the Seahawks game. That's dope, Eddie. Hope you have fun. Hopefully the Browns win, but hope you have fun. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Right? Yeah. Like I said, I hope we win. Hope we ruin your day. Hope you have a good day until game time and then we ruin your day. But yeah. Betting line for this game. Let's take a look here. soon as it wants to load up. But yeah, calling this game Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. So this is definitely going to be like the national game of the week, I think. Yeah. Okay, is it going to want to show up? Come on, you piece of crap. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why does this freaking have to do this to me now, bro? I'm so close to ending this damn stream. Come on now, ESPN. Are you serious? You're gonna be unserious now, huh? That's how you're gonna be, huh? You're gonna be unserious now? There you go. Hey, you freaking listen to me. Damn it. Piece of crap. Freaking website. All right, but yeah, Niners favored by 5.5, over under 45. I'm gonna go Niners. I think they snap out of it because the Bengals offense really isn't that scary if you can contain Jamar Chase, especially with Captain Checkdown Joe Burrow running things. He doesn't really throw it deep a whole lot. And Nick Bosa, are you gonna actually do something this week, buddy boy? You've been kind of quiet lately. Like I said, you got the same stats as Obo Okoronkwo. And Obo is being paid way less than you. It's about time you actually wake up and smell the football, buddy. Okay? I need the Niners to wake up and be serious this week. Kyle Shanahan, I'm looking at you, bozo. You and your freaking 32-point presentation. 32 slide presentation. Huh? I don't want to have to make a freaking presentation on why the Niners are freaking ass. And you're a horrible coach. I'm not going to do that, but they need to get serious. You know, they're back at home. And I think they take care of the Bengals, and they're going to win this game, and they're going to go to 6-2, and they're going to be 4-0 at home to start the year. Now, I'm sure the Bungles are going to see what us and the Vikings did with the boombox thing, and they're going to try it, and they're going to fail because, of course, they are. You know, I mean, what song would the freaking Bungles even play if they tried the boombox thing? What song would they even play? The Browns, they played some dope ass 50 Cent. They played a song about someone threatening to pistol whip somebody. Can't believe they did that, man. That was a boss ass move. I think they even did the boombox thing this week, too. I think we might have just found ourselves in this little tradition. Yeah. Oh, it's the Niners thing. But you know what? We beat them. We beat them. So, see how long we keep doing it, though. But yeah, I'm going to go Niners to bounce back and take down the Bungles. And they're going to go to 6-2 on the year. And if we take care of our business, we will gain another game on the Bungles. Put a little bit more distance between us and those losers. Yeah, give me the Niners. And then we got Sunday Night Football, Bears and Chargers. Both teams absolutely suck. We'll see if Justin Fields plays this week. If he doesn't, I'm going to go Chargers at home. I think they're going to bounce back and they're going to get a dub. They're going to go to 3-4 and 2-2 overall. Yeah, Bears are not very good. I mean, I don't know if Fields is going to play. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go Chargers at home on Sunday Night Football. Chargers favored by 8.5, over under 46.5. And then Monday Night Football, we got the Raiders and the Lions in Detroit. The night before Halloween, the night before the trade deadline. Who knows what chaos would have ensued by the time this game is played. And I'm going to go Lions. You know, they got their teeth kicked in by the Ravens. And they're going to bounce back and beat the Raiders, who might not have Jimmy G again. So, yeah, I'm going to say Goff and company go out there on a mission, and they're going to take care of the Raiders. Yeah. Detroit favored by 8, and the over-under 45.5. So, again, quick little rundown for you guys here. I'm going Buffalo, Houston, Dallas, Minnesota, Indy, Miami, Jets, Jags, Falcons, Eagles, Browns, Ravens, Chiefs, Niners, Chargers, and Lions. There's my picks, and I'm gonna head out because it's past 3 a.m. Relax a little bit and get ready for Cavs basketball tomorrow. How about that, huh? Yeah, Cavs basketball is back now. Wow. Am I gonna do every game? No, especially early on. Um, Especially on Sundays too. I'm not gonna be doing Cavs ball on Sundays. No. Now, once we get later in the year and football's over with, then I will. But right now, no, Sundays is for football. Pretty much, I'll be doing Cavs games every once in a while. I'm doing the home opener. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna do the home opener. We'll see though. I should be able to do the home opener. In fact, let me see here. I'll tell you guys which games I'll be doing. Because I know a lot of you that watch my streams are probably curious. You know, which games are you going to be doing, dude? Let me tell you. I'll show you guys real quick and then I'm heading out. Of course, you know, Chicago Chargers and Vegas Detroit, they're on national TV. We already know who will be doing those games, commentary wise. I think, is there any games I missed in terms of commentary? No, I got them all. All right. Alrighty. So, looking at the Cavs, early on, see how many games I'll be doing. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing every game, especially on Sundays. What if the Browns don't play on Sunday? Well, that's not too often. So, Brooklyn, yes. OKC, home opener, yep. Indiana, no, because that's Ohio State. New York on Tuesday, yes. That's literally a few hours after the trade deadline. I will be doing that game. Wednesday, probably not. Yeah. When it comes to back to backs like that, I'm only doing one of the games. It's crazy. We play the same team back to back, like back to back days. That's crazy. One at home and one on the road. That's nuts. But yeah, I'll be doing the game on Halloween night. That'll be scary. Ooh. And then Friday, November 3rd against Indiana. I'll most likely do that one. Sunday, November 5th. Nope, that's against the Warriors. It's at 6 o'clock, though. Might do that game. No, because the Browns. Yeah. Yeah, that would be Arizona, right? At home? Let me see. That'll be next week after the Seattle game. Pretty sure that's Arizona at home. That'd be a 1 o'clock start. Most likely, I'm not doing that game. That sucks because I want to do it, but no. In fact, I don't think I'll be doing either Golden State game this year because they play Saturday, November 11th. Unless the Buckeyes play earlier that day. Let me check real quick, guys, because I know a lot of you really want to know how many Cavs games I'll be doing. But I'm not doing the game on the 5th of November. That's Browns. Oklahoma City, Wednesday. I might do that game. And then Saturday against the Warriors, 8:30 p.m. Most likely I'm not doing that one. Sacramento on Monday, November 13th at 10 p.m. You kidding me? Hell no. Portland at 10 p.m. Wednesday. Probably not. Too damn late. Although I might do it just because. Depends on how we're looking. Detroit, Friday, November 17th. Yes, I'll be doing that one. Denver, no, that's at 6 p.m. Philly on Tuesday, November 21st. Yep, I'll be doing that one. Wednesday, the next day against Miami. Obviously not. Saturday against the Lakers. Nope. 7:30. Nope, not doing that one. I think that's actually yeah, that's the day of the game. Like the game. And I might be doing Survivor Series. You doing a PLE? Yeah, I got Peacock now. I got it because of the Purdue Ohio State game, but honestly, I've been watching some good stuff on there. I might be doing Survivor Series. Maybe with a certain somebody that I've collabed with before. Possibly. We'll see. And then Sunday against Toronto. Obviously, now you guys should already know by now. I'm not doing games on Sundays. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I've been going for over an hour. I'm going to pull up the Buckeyes schedule real quick here just to verify what games I won't be doing. And of course, we'll see about championship Saturday and stuff. But like I said, I'm not doing every single frigging game. It'd be impossible. Yeah, I'm not doing every game. You're not gonna see 82 straight streams out of me from basketball. I'd be cooked by freaking game 20. Like, not even kidding. I'd be cooked by game 20. It'd be just wanting to freaking end it all. Just stop streaming in general. Let's see here. Yeah, November 11th. Yeah, they 7:30 against Sparty. Of course. That's a freaking primetime game. You know I'm doing that game. For sure, for sure. And then because we also play Saturday the 28th at 7:30. The 4th is a nooner against Rutgers. The 18th, not sure. And then of course the nooner against the team up north on the 25th. Like I said, that's going to be a double header, a double stream day. It's most likely going to be the game at noon, and then most likely I might do Survivor Series that night. Are you going to do it with Sports Fury? Probably not, because I don't think they're going to be doing that. Probably going to be doing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Especially because we play Los Angeles. They're probably going to be doing that game. We'll see, because I heard some rumblings about certain people coming back or whatever. So we'll see what the card looks like. But yeah, with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. So have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you all in a couple hours for Cavs Nets. Should be a banger. Can't wait. Cavs basketball is officially back, baby. Let's freaking go. Again, picks will be in the description as always. I will see you all later. Go Browns. And have a good rest of your night, everybody. I'm going to relax for a little bit. Bye. It's freaking 316. Says, I just kicked your ass. Crazy Dog 316 says, your team sucks. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Yeah. God, it's freaking late. I think this is the latest I've ever streamed. It's crazy. I literally lost track of time. I completely